Chapter 58, The Fear of Death. Some years ago, André Gide wrote in his journals of a man whom a single thought could plunge into the deepest melancholy. That single thought was the knowledge that he would soon have to buy a pair of new shoes. This is startling, and it sounds insane. Why should such a simple fact plunge a man into a neurotic nightmare? Gide tells us, what he felt was a sort of distress at not being able to stand on anything lasting, definitive, absolute. In other words, seeing his shoes wear out reminded this atheist that he too was wearing out and would one day die. In this existential age, such neurotic fears are very common among the ungodly. People lie about their age and refuse to face the fact that they are aging. They turn to escapist routes, to liquor, drugs, and fast-paced life to blot out the approach of death. Margaret Sanger, the founder of Planned Parenthood, spent $5 million, partied endlessly, and entertained a great number of much younger men to cram in all the life possible before she died in 1966, a little before her 87th birthday. A few years ago, a saying popular among college youth was, "Never trust anyone over 30. I was on many a campus in those days, and the temper of some went farther. For them, there was no life beyond 30, and a few toyed with the idea of suicide. Scripture tells us, "It is appointed unto men once to die," Hebrews 9:27. The fact is that the unbelieving and the doubting will die daily in their fears of death. Their life is turned into a living death because of their fears. Instead of enjoying life, they are haunted by fears. A friend who was dying, but still able for some time to continue part-time with his work, told me that the hardest part of it all was that people avoided him. He himself was not afraid to die. As a Christian, he knew the glory it would open up for him. Too many of his friends, however, did not want to see him, because, being the same age, it reminded them that they too would die. One person at work actually told him in supposed concern that perhaps he would feel better if he stayed at home, meaning out of sight and out of mind. You and I will die someday. Will it be a horror for us or the promise of victory? 1 Corinthians 15:55. Our honest answer makes a difference. Beginning here and now, we live with either fear and death or Christ and victory.